You're welcome to your money bag reading. Okay, let's see what messages come out for you. Before we begin, make sure that you subscribe to this new channel so that we can reach 1,000 subscribers. Allow me to thank you in advance. Thank you. Let's go ahead and do a pre-spread here, and then get the messages out pertaining to your money bag. All right. Most High, thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition. Allow this reading to bring clarity, understanding, and confirmation for Scorpio's money bag. As above, so below. Ashe. Okay. Hopefully you can hear me. It's early in the morning. Right? It is early in the morning. All right. See the messages here. We have the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Whatever this is, with the tower at the bottom, whatever this is like you can turn the page right now. Like, this is like cutting the cords, cutting energy, and no longer feeding something. Whether this is people, places, or people within places, as well as things. Some of you need to get rid of old things that have energy connected to toxicity, trickery. That's the Seven of Swords here. Any belongings that you have from anyone that has to do with betrayal, you need to get rid of those things so that your abundance come in with the Nine of Pentacles. Definitely a blockage. But the situation, is your spiritual abundance manifesting. It may be hard for you. I mean, just keep it real. Some of you could be hoarders. It could be paper. It could be items. Okay. You can also be a hoarder with people. Someone feels like they cannot be alone. Like it's hard for you to be alone. And that's affecting your bag. It's like someone could be hanging around people who's getting the bag, and it's like you just dead weight, right? Or this is how you feel about, or it's the opposite. You're feeling like the people that are around you are dead weight and expense. All right, let's see what's the symbol you're reading. Or should I say your golden ticket? The Ace of Swords. Having the clarity of knowing that you need to remove. Like you've been, this is something that's been on your mind for quite some time, trying to figure out the appropriate way to cut people off, to change certain habits, right? This is also stopping people right in their tracks of their deception. But this tower is definitely a healthy tower on both ends, right? And it's not your position to walk people through this. Just how you have to go through this and receive your own clarity, they have to too. Okay. What is the messages for money bag? We have failure, right? You went through this. You can fill in the blank of what failure, what you failed, or what you failed regards to yourself, right? This can be how you may have been perceiving, how people have perceived you. But wasn't something that was accepted. No millionaire ever got it right the first time. You are not alone. Get clear on what you want to move forward and open new doors. This is like you having to go through so many trials and tribulations, right? Or you having to climb a mountain peak and not realizing that you needed tools, right? Depending on the season, if it's winter, do you have the proper materials to be able to even survive the first hour? This is literally cutting the cords of doing everything, thinking, action, manifesting, right? Being robbed from your manifestations, your ideas, your creation, your co-creating, allowing that healthy tower to happen, right? To ashes and becoming the phoenix out of those ashes, right? Right? Toolbox. You have all the tools that you need to be successful. So just do it and invest in yourself, right? Your experience is the prototype, okay? It has nothing to do with degrees and all these things. It's all about hands-on experiences or showing up, showing your accountability, allowing that tower to fall, because there's a lot of people who talk a lot, right? But they have no accountability. What's so crazy that a lot of people who probably tried to destroy your name, now that you've allowed this tower to happen, it's like it's like there's so many like messages coming in at once. It's just really, really hard to explain this healthy tower. It's like someone who really just took all the energy, and it's like with this Ace of Swords being the center of your golden ticket of this clarity, right? This authority. It's as if it's like someone also being awakened, and now it has brought them to their knees where they're begging God for a miracle. It's like someone saying, oh, this person is lazy, for people to find out that you go to 2 colleges, you have 2 9-to-5 jobs, plus you're an entrepreneur, 4 businesses, right? And they're like, oh, okay, Ace of Swords. Oh, you the boss, right? Now I see why you keep to yourself. You got a lot going on, right? To only find out that the person that was speaking evil deeds upon your name, their pattern is just a busybody, up to no good, living with the Joneses, keeping up with the Joneses, not planning for the future, just living each day. The rat race, right? I got to find the piece of cheese, right? And half of these rats that are trying to find the piece of cheese, they don't even get to eat the cheese. They have to take it to the master rat. It's a cold world out there, Scorpio. Let's shed some light on your reading. But in pertaining to your bag, you have to really, really be mindful. It's like, are you going to learn from your mistakes because you have all that you need? It's like this deception of the 7 of swords, being able to experience being betrayed, right? And also being able to see, right? Clearly. It's like you're thinking to yourself, like, I can see snakes around me. You know that you don't necessarily have to cut a snake's head off. You can train it to be obedient. You have that tool to be in that gift to be able to do that, right? Train these people to eat the rats that are trying to take your cheese. That's very powerful. Let's go ahead and shed some light on your reading, Scorpio. And it's not dark. It's like, okay, if you have a house, right? And if you have roaches, what are you going to do? You're going to call the exterminator to kill the roaches, right? So if you see snakes who are toxic and deadly, and if you have the tools to program them, that is a good deed. But I mean, if you want to cut their heads off, that's up to you. I mean, people eat snakes, you know. But why eat a snake when it comes with so much trickery and betrayal and deception? It's like it's like someone, I'm also getting that someone is going through what do you call it when you start hallucinating or something like that. Shed some light on Scorpio. I don't know, Scorpio. Are you comfortable? Look at that. A warrior woman, no gender role, with his sword. Clarity. Have you answered your deepest calling? It's something about certain gifts that you that you have. And I truly believe that you're unaware. And the only way that it's going to be revealed to you is by investing in yourself and just doing it and laying ego down. It's not really truly about proving independence here, Scorpio. It's about enjoying new beginnings. Each day is a new. Enjoying each day as a new. Okay, if that makes sense, Scorpio. I mean, it's like you can't tell a story all in one day, Scorpio. You can't. I mean, you can, right? But those are those fast moving people. It's like I'm sure out of the whole story, it's only 1 to 2 or 3 things that they can recall. And those recalls are ending with, what did you say again? Right? Just to confirm, to download that information in their brains to make you feel like they are engaging. I'm also receiving that Scorpios are making it very clear. Don't waste my time. We have Isolt, Isolt, the goddess of undenying love. Very beautiful. Just from you being a loving person, definitely the outcome of being monetized and patronized as well. You have all the tools that you need. Get your tools and use them. All right. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. Okay. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, Scorpio, and that is you and I.